Test, 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 test. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is up, everybody? And we are back here on the Hoop State Network for another year of Combine Academy basketball. This is Miles Mastrocola right here on the call. You could see my face with the Ray-Ban covered eyes in the corner. You guys can ignore the obnoxious picture that Webb decided to post of me, but, he said I took it, so I have to live with it. Anyway, Combine is opening their season tonight. They are kind of blazing a new trail, joining OTE this year as the Blue Checks. They will also have their slate of Combine Academy games that we'll be seeing here a lot. It's been an eventful day here on the farm. It has been signing day. Rakese Passmore signed his NLI to the University of Kansas to go play, or Kansas University, whatever you want to call it, to go play for legendary Hall of Fame coach Bill Self. And then Jasheem Felton, first year here at Combine Academy, transferred in from Southern California Academy, who's also in the OTE League this year. He will be playing at Seton Hall next season, future Pirate. So very happy for both of those guys. I've been able to track them throughout their careers. It's a special day for them. They will be playing against Terror Prep tonight. Terror Prep is coming in from Toronto, Ontario in Canada, and they will be playing against Combine here tonight. Last season, they came down here and started the season off as well, so it's good to see them back down here in the Hoop State as the starting lineups get announced. One injury to report. Rivers Knight did warm up. He said he might play, might not. He's dealing with some hip stuff, but kind of precautionary early in the season. Want to make sure that he's good for the big stretch of games that they're going to have, not only as the Blue Checks and OTE, but here as the Goats with Combine Academy. So let's see what we have here today as this game gets going. Excited to be back here. The farm has been great to me. The farm has been great to the Hoop State Network. We're excited to be here tonight, and the tip-off is underway. Bigfoot getting the start in the middle. Abrima Jabi has probably the best nickname in the state of North Carolina, if not one of the best, really one of the best in the country. I mean, Bigfoot's incredible. I think he wears like a size 19 shoe, so it fits the bill. He wins the tip. It's in the hands of Jasheem Felton, signed to Seton Hall today. He gives it up. He's going to work it around to Okatondo. Now it's J.N. Walker, the transfer from Millbrook. Rakese Passmore launches his first three of the season. It rattles home. Passmore, the future Jayhawk, gets Combine. Season started the right way. Here comes Terror Prep, dealing with some pressure in the backcourt. It's Isaiah Walter. Walter having some issues bringing it up. Felton hounding him a little bit. Combine doing a lot early defensively, trying to stay active. Bigfoot just met him at the top, grabbed that one, tried to block that one, but it's flipped up and in from Justice Small on the second chance. Inbound here to Jasheem Felton. Felton right to J.N. Walker. He'll launch a three with no hesitation. It is up and nothing but net. Jasheem Felton gives Combine a 6-2 lead. We got a 30-second shot clock here tonight as well. If you guys can't see it up in the corners, there is one to talk about that is there, and we have to make sure that we always echo that the game is better with the shot clock than it is without one. Steal here for Combine. Felton goes up off two, lays it in with the left, and the Goats are off to an 8-2 run in the first minute of this one, still extending that pressure. Here comes Terror Prep trying to answer after a quick little spurt from Combine. Uses the screen, crosses over, skip pass down low, gets a defender in the air, goes up strong, lays it in. Combine a little anxious there, trying to block a shot, jumped a little early, led to an easy two for Terror Prep. It scores 8-4 now. Felton around a screen, kicks it to Walker from the same spot. Why not? Couldn't get it. Rebound. Here comes Terror Prep. Terror Prep dealing with some defense here from Combine as they bring it up. Combine Academy, 3 years in a row they've won the Hoop State Championship. Looking to go 4 in a row would be something that you just don't see too often in the high school game, especially with all the fluidity from a roster standpoint. They've done it over 2 different coaching staffs, and there have been a lot of great players rolling through here. The expectation here on the farm is to do it again. That Hoop State Championship narrative all season is going to be special. You got Word of God, you got Winston-Salem Christian, Moravian Prep back into the fold with Eli back there. Combine will have their hands full trying to defend it, but they have a roster that is built to do so. As Felton will get the inbound after the turnover. 8-4 lead, 6-12 to play and ticking. Felton getting the call from Coach Wright. Little screen set. He'll drive. Step back three for Jasheem Felton. Nothing but net. Looks at the opposing team's bench. Say, yeah, y'all saw that. Y'all saw what that was. Step back butter for Felton, who's really filled out his frame over the course of his high school career, fighting through a screen right there. Drive in. A lot of traffic. It's a turnover. Otokondo's got it. Here comes Felton. Felton weaving through, turned it over, got stuck a little bit, gets tangled up with someone from Terror Prep. Here comes Terror Prep. It's Cock Denny with the basketball. He gives it up, and it is a turnover. Jasheem Felton will corral it. He'll stop, he'll turn, he'll take a second. Walker, little runner in the lane. It is good. Jayan Walker showing that scoring touch. A true three-level guy. Kind of established himself as a real mid-range weapon in his time in public school at Jordan and Millbrook over the summer. Really started to extend that range with a lot more consistency. Going to help him, especially in OT with that three-point line being further back. Here comes Combine again. Gives it to Walker. Little hook pass over to Passmore for three. High arcing shot is good. Combine shooting the lights out. Mike Wright absolutely loves it. And a timeout for Terra Prep. Combine has started this one out absolutely guns blazing. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30. So we don't have too much time to run through. But Mike Wright has to love the way his team is starting the season. I know one of the question marks would be, will they have a lot of consistent jump shooting? And between Passmore and Walker, they are off to an unreal start here for the Goats on opening night. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Get active in the chat. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do. And we will also be here live tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'll be on the call. Combine will be playing Gaston Christian not too far up the road. They have a lot of really good players over there. They got Cam Newman, one of the best point guards in the sophomore class in the state of North Carolina, receiving some Division I recruitment. They got Big Gabby Mabor, has a handful of Division I offers as well. Joe Ryan, the shooter. There's a lot of talent at Gaston Christian. It's going to be a good game tomorrow. And then on Friday night, we have a really big matchup at the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic that I'll be on the call for on the Hoop State Network. That one will be on hoopstatelive.com. That's between Moravian Prep and the Burlington School. Some of the top players in the country will be showcased in that one. Here comes Terra Prep out of the timeout, trying to get some organization of their offense. It has been pretty sloppy. They've been able to capitalize on a couple breakdowns as Combine puts Paul Jones and Mason Hagerdorn into the game as well. And it looks like they have another guy in the lineup in Chandler Watts. Watts rocking the lime green shoes, can't miss him. He gets the ball right here on the high right wing from Passmore. Paul Jones launches one. It is up. It is no good. Rebound by Bigfoot. He'll kick it out, reset to Felton. No hesitation on the three. That was a warm-up jumper step in from Felton. 19-6 lead for the Goats as we approach the halfway mark of the first quarter here. Here comes Small. Small gives it up. That high right wing area, going to reverse it around to the left wing, uses a screen, stop and pop triple. It is up, it is no good. Rebound fought for. Bigfoot couldn't quite corral it in. Kind of wanted a foul that he was getting grabbed, but at the end of the day, Bigfoot's got to grab that rebound. He knows it, but he'll be all right. Bigfoot's coming out. Let's hear some of the signals in the background that Mike Wright's giving out to his guys. Corner three ball is up in the corner and good. Clutch shot right there from Simonovic, kind of getting some order reestablished here for Terra Prep. They get it back within 10. Here's Hagerdorn. Hagerdorn, driving kick. Watts, kick out to the corner for three. Otokondo off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Terra Prep. They can get it within single digits here. Here comes Small, little in and out dribble, snatch. Nice move into the lane, shot is up, no good. Kind of a wild shot in traffic. After the nice move, got himself in a little too deep. Here comes Paul Jones, the lefty, pushing out to Watts. Watts, one dribble, mid-range pull-up, missed it short, but there was some contact on the arm up high, and he'll go to the line for two. Everything is jumping back into full swing for our basketball people. College hoops had its opening night on Monday night. A lot of action, a lot of stuff to track from guys in the state of North Carolina. A guy that played here, Robert Dillingham, won a Hoop State championship here his sophomore year before he went to go play at Donda Academy. First free throw. Whoa. Little wind to the gym on that one for Mr. Watts. He'd like to have that one back. That was straight net and not the net you want. See if he can knock down the second one. Dillingham had 17 points in his debut for Kentucky. There have been a lot of other players around the state. NBA's in full swing as well. Here comes Terra Prep after both free throws were missed by Watts. Second one at least hit the rim. Terra Prep trying to work it in, gets it down low. Big fella underneath, puts up a shot. Good wall up there from Hagerdorn. Mike Wright was very, very excited about the progression that Hagerdorn made in the offseason. I said that on cue, and as that pass slipped through his hands a little bit right there. Felton would have liked to have that pass back. He gave the thumbs up to the coaching staff, taking a little accountability for the mistake he made. Strong drive here. That was a little too easy. Hagerdorn makes a jump and gives it up to Paul Jones, who's pushing on the right side. Jones goes between the legs, crosses over, attacking the middle. We'll reset to Felton, and they'll get it all set up. They're going to work it around to Watts. Watts trying to find someone. It's Jones. Deep three. The lefty. It is good. 22-9. Combine is shooting the cover off of the basketball right now. Small brings it across half court. As Passmore and Walker come back to check in. That top, oh, that's a big-time defensive play for Watts. What's the call? He got wedged up in the rim, a little wedgy at the rim. They call a foul, it looks like. Still a solid contest, just swiped a little bit. Combine's at the point this year where their top 9, they have to feel really good about. A lot of interchangeable pieces with Odukondo, Watts, Passmore, and Walker. Guys can play a lot of different positions for them. Some of them can guard up in size, down in size, some both. You have a guy like Bigfoot that can be more of a traditional big. You have Rivers Knight, once he gets healthy, that can be kind of the modern stretch big with his skill set, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter at the level that he does, as the rebound secured. You got Diallo, the other young big, who's getting recruited at a high level, as Paul Jones hits him with a little jab step and gets it going. 25-9. Combine, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'm not keeping track of stats as I do this, but I think they're 5 of 7 from 3 to start the ball game, which is pretty good. Last time I checked, pretty good. Little Larry David, pretty good for Combine shooting the basketball early in this one. We got a foul on the floor, and Small is going to go to the line for Terra Prep to try and cut the deficit to 14 if he's able to connect on both. First one is up and good. It's great to see programs out of Canada, obviously known as a hockey country as it should be, but we saw in the World Cup this year, we're seeing it in the NBA now, the talent coming out of Canada from a basketball standpoint is special. And Andrew Wiggins was a big part of it. Maple Jordan back in the day. It's kind of crazy saying back in the day. He's like 2 years older than me, but him coming into the fold helped things out a lot as Walker hits another one. Combine, that rim is an ocean for the Goats right now. But guys like Shaden Sharp, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jamal Murray, Kelly Olynyk, there's more and more coming up now. Like there's a lot of talent as Terra Prep travels and turns it over. Coming out of Canada, so seeing schools, like Terra Prep, like Fort Erie International, like Orangeville, making a name for themselves and producing a lot of talent, not only in the NBA, but in college, is great to see, and it just shows the advancement of our game globally, and it's awesome. It truly is special. Hagedorn shot fake, one dribble pull up, that looked confident, missed it short, kind of came off flat. Wish he was Paul George, I'm sure he does too at sometimes. Paul Jones gets the rebound, he'll launch another three. It is up, no good, missed it short, that was a deep one. Still a good look for a shooter of his caliber. Said he stepped out of bounds. It'll be another turnover as it's 28-10 with 1:19 to play. In the first quarter, Jones gets the inbound from Watts. And here we go. Paul Jones gives it up to Passmore, launches a three after squaring his feet, couldn't get it. Rebound secure, but a reach-in foul is called on Hagedorn. A little ambitious there. I think he caught him up high on accident, gave him a little pat on the shoulder like, my bad, bro, I did not mean to get you there, dog. It is all good, and we will go down and reset as Terra Prep's going to inbound from under their own basket with 1:09 to play in the first quarter. Nice little double cross there from Small. He'll put a runner up and good. That's a confident bucket. Here comes Passmore, driving baseline turnover. That's a dangerous pass you can't make. Terra Prep gets it into the big fella underneath. Strong move underneath, no good, missed it long. And a reach-in foul is called. I like the move and the confidence from Spence Wayway, but couldn't connect. 42.4 to go. Combine's on pace for a cool 125 at this point. I don't imagine they shoot it at this rate the rest of the way. That would be pretty unprecedented, but they have put themselves in a great position with the confidence and decision-making early on shooting these open catch-and-shoot jump shots, just like that one from Paul Jones. Paul Jones looking like an early season six-man of the year contender in the state of North Carolina with the way he started his season tonight. They had to adjust the net after it got caught up on the rim after that bucket from Paul Jones. And here comes Terra Prep. Shot clock turned off, 25 seconds to work with. We'll see if they hold for one, down 31-12. Driving, scoop layup. That's a tough move, but couldn't get the finish on the inside hand. Follow, rebound, and dunk is good from Wayway. Felton gets the ball from Jones, and they're going to set it up. They got 9 seconds to work with, so some time, but got to move. Here comes a ball screen. Hagedorn sets it. Felton going to use it, gives it up to Jones. He's got 3 seconds, has to launch one. Crossover pull-up, a heave, no good. Probably not the crisp set that Mike was looking for at the end of the quarter, but that's what you play these opening season games for, to get things started. We'll be back with you guys in just a minute for the second quarter. Second quarter is about to get underway. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on the Hoop State Network. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Ball is inbounded. Clock is not started yet. I just didn't check what the table is. The three is launched. There's some confusion. Everybody's got to work out the kinks early in the year, man. Everyone from me to the kids on the floor, to the coaches, to the people at the table, to the officials, to the guy popping the popcorn. Everybody's got to get the reps in. Everybody's got to get right. As Felton has the ball, gives it out to Hagedorn as he flashes to get it. Now Passmore's got it. We'll hand it off to C.J. Purdy. Felton driving in. A lot of contact. Couldn't get a call. Couldn't get the basket either. Here's Small with it. Sees two guys come his way. Forced to pick up. One-on-one move in the block. Drizzed up and under. Hagedorn stays solid, doing a good job there. And one. Swiped his arm down a little bit and got the call. Bucket is good for Terra Prep as they get things started off in the right direction here in the second quarter. 7:28 to play. We got free throws coming up for Cock Denny. Hagedorn's going to come out. I believe that's his second foul. Purdy getting his first action. Along with David Anderson. Anderson, see how both these guys, two skilled guards that can really make shots. See what they're able to do this year, this season. Probably more complementary roles still. That one is up and good. 31-17 the count. Anderson going to initiate the offense here, give it to Purdy, hands it off to him, and now it's in the hands of Passmore after getting it from Felton. Spread him out, dribble handoff set, leads to an open three for Felton. And it's good. That's exactly what Mike dialed up. His players executed it at a high level, and it gets a great look for a shooter that has proven to be really, really reliable over the course of his high school career on looks just like that in Jasheen Felton. Here comes Terra Prep in the hands of Isaiah Walter. Walter driving, got stuck in a bad spot, didn't play off 2 feet, and paid the price. Passmore, Euro step pays. Oh my goodness, too easy for Raquise Passmore, as Simmons would say, a downhill specialist. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, Raquise Passmore. It's been awesome to watch his development since he came in to the scene. Grew up in Florida, moved to Asheville. Now spending time on the farm here as a foul is called. Offensively, I think it's a push in the back on Terra Prep. Combine is going to get a chance to extend their lead to over 20. Felton will inbound to Anderson, who calls it out. He calls away. Let's see what this set looks like. Hands it off. Passmore trying to create. Gives it in the corner. Felton again. Couldn't get it. Took it with confidence as he has been all game. And here comes Terra. It's in the hands of Small. He's calling for help. He gives it up to Walter. Walter uses a screen. Uses another one. Gets himself stuck again. But there's a foul on the pass before it could even get broken up. He kind of got bailed out there. Walker and Jones will check in for Purdy and Anderson. We've got a baseline out of bounds here for Terra Prep. Let's see what they draw up. Nice little slip for the big fella. He goes in and punches it home. Spence way imposing his will on the rim. Makes it a 17-point game. Here's Felton with the basketball, waiting for things to develop. Felton has Walker in the high post trying to get it to him. Crosses over middle, dump down. Otokondo tries to go up, didn't quite realize where he was, put in a bad spot. That pass is tipped, but still corralled by Small for Terra Prep. And a little runner is up and good for Walter. Timeout called by Mike Wright, 36-21. Believe it's going to be a 30. It will be. It will be a 30-second timeout. Nice little run here for Terra Prep. Weiwei's been, I would say, their most impressive all-around player with the activity at the rim defensively and finding a way to get some easy baskets offensively to kind of keep them hanging around a little bit. I'm sure Mike is going to talk, Coach Wright, Mike is going to talk to everybody in the huddle, get things squared away so that they get a little more organized at both ends of the floor. Terra Prep trying to sustain the momentum they've established for themselves here in the first 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the second quarter. Another reminder, we'll be back here tomorrow night, like I said, broadcasting Gaston Christian and Combine Academy. Excited to have everybody in here for that one. Looks like we won't see Rivers Knight tonight. Talked to him before the game. I said, hey man, heard you're hurt, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna dress out. I might play like a possession. Like what? Like a possession? Come on, Rivers. I know you're a sophomore, but you gotta be a little smarter than that. Play a possession. That's just a crazy statement. Here's Passmore with it, gives it up to Walker. Walker hands off to Felton. Felton trying to get downhill will actually give it out to Otokondo. Now it's Paul Jones with it. Trying to force him right. He just gives it up. Passmore drives baseline left, takes off. A little scoop layup. Turn the hand over. Back underhand, scoop, finish, plus the contact. Passmore going to the line for one. He looks assertive. And when Marquise Passmore is playing decisive, assertive basketball, he is really effective and productive. The jump shot has gotten more consistent off the catch when he attacks off the dribble and doesn't try to play around with the basketball too much. He is simply a weapon. One of the best 1-foot leapers I have ever seen in my 6-7 years of being around the game of basketball at the level that I have. Here comes Jasheem Felton. He'll give it up to Passmore. He'll launch a three with no hesitation. It rattles home. Marquise Passmore is making a statement with his performance on opening night. 42-21. The Goats have doubled up. Terra Prep with 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Three is up, air, ball. Felton turns the corner. His eyes are up. He finds Otokondo, who punches it in. Felton puts up the goggles, lets him know. It looks like we got an injured player. It looks to be Small for Terra Prep. They're going to give him a breather. Could be a cramp, could have just gotten a little gimpy. But we will see what his status is for the remainder of the game. Looks like he'll be okay. See if he gets any attention from the trainer. And here comes Isaiah Walter. Uses a screen. He'll get downhill, has to stop in his tracks. Played off 2 feet there, didn't put himself in a bad position. Little drive off the backboard, no good. Otokondo showing his versatility, grabbing the rebound in traffic. Scoop back to Walker, couldn't quite catch it clean. Now he'll post, give it out to Otokondo, and Felton will reset. And Mike is gonna call a set. Exactly what they've been doing all night. When things don't look good early, they haven't really forced the issue hardly at all. They've done a great job staying patient and playing their game. Felton, no hesitation, triple, no good. Little late contest there. Could have been a little contact, but probably not quite enough to warrant a whistle at this point in the game. It looks like Haley's stuck. Walker grabs the ball. It's a jump. Jay and Walker, great instinctual defense right there on the ball. And the possession will flip for Combine. It looks like Chandler Watts is going to check back into the game. We'll see what Watts has. He'll give it up to Jasheem Felton. Like we said earlier, if you weren't tuned in, signed his national letter of intent to go play for Shaheem Holloway at Seton Hall. He's in his second year at the helm of that program in New Jersey in the Big East. And Otokondo with the little jump hook with the right hand, showing the skill and the touch with his back to the basket. 46-21 Combine in front. Here they go. Around a screen is Haley. He'll give it up to Simonovic. Simonovic down low. Little ball fake, some traffic down low. Working on Otokondo. Jump hook is up and no good. Rebound secured by Felton. He has been everywhere tonight. Really liking what I'm seeing from Jasheem Felton in the first game of the senior year. Paul Jones 3 rattles out. It's okay. He gets it right back. Great hustle defensively to seize the gap and get the basketball back for his team as Jayan Walker is going to look to create. Walker, kick out. Felton, another triple. Looks online from here. It is, but it's long. And rebound secured by Taylor Prep with 3 minutes to play in the half. A nice move right there from Haley. Down low to Wayway. Left-hand scoop. Just couldn't get it. Rebound secured. Here's Felton with it. Felton, Euro step in traffic, and it rattles home. That is operating in a phone booth. Jasheem Felton in tight spaces, finding a way to create enough space to get the finish. Another timeout on the floor here. 30-second timeout for Terra Prep. I think the biggest takeaway that I have, and granted, you know, Terra Prep, they're playing really hard. Not quite the competition level that Combine's going to be facing in a lot of their games this season. But the cohesion is there, and I think we're seeing an early season emphasis on establishing a lot of chemistry for Combine when you look at the slate that they're going to have to play this season in OTE. And not only that, with their high school schedule, they're going to be playing teams that have more top to bottom high major talent in them, and that's no diss at Combine. Combine, there could be 10 Division I players on this roster. With that being said, a lot of the teams at OTE have 9 or 10 high major guys on their roster, multiple NBA projected guys on their roster. They're going to have to win with chemistry, cohesion, togetherness, nastiness, and toughness, along with the talent that they have. So I think a point of emphasis that we're seeing Mike and his coaching staff put together is they're running a lot of sets. They want to have design plays that get them good stuff. They call it a travel. I don't. Mike just shrugged his. He got a little extra step. Producer Webb says he wouldn't have called it, and you know, Webb's opinion's the Bible, so we're gonna have to ride with that. Here is Small with the basketball. 48-21 is the score. Combine in total control as Purdy's guarding the ball. Also a good opportunity to develop your depth. I think that's such an important thing to have over the course of a season where you're playing tough games. You have to use the early part of the season to develop your bench. Make sure you get those guys in situations where they might be out of their comfort zone early, but that comfort zone will be established as Walker pulls up, misses short. Last few perimeter jumpers for Combine have not fallen. Law of averages might be taking effect, but man, they have been off to an unbelievable start. Here comes Walker. Stop and pop midi pull. That's money from him. He has the midi magician on Hall of Fame. Off the dribble specialist from about 12 to 15 feet. It feels like it's going in every time he lets it go. Terra Prep working around. Watts almost had a steal. Small with a runner. Good to see him back in the game after getting hurt earlier. Could officially say he's not injured. He's just hurt, or else he wouldn't be playing. They cut the lead to 25. It's 50-25, minute 36 to play. Ooh, Anderson picked up his dribble a little early. Purdy has it, uses a screen from Hagedorn. Has him on the pop. Finds him a little late. Hagedorn launches it anyway. That one rattled out. He's been shooting it well in the preseason. Mentioned earlier, I think I interrupted myself, which is a common theme you'll hear on these broadcasts when I'm going by myself, as that three's good from Small. That Hagedorn's development has been really, really enticing and a good thing for Mike and this team. He'll be a versatile stretch option, someone that can play some key minutes for them, especially with a guy like Rivers Knight out of the game. Here is Walker. Walker, a little shimmy. Kick out, Anderson. Just a poorly timed pass. I'm not sure if Hagedorn or Anderson was supposed to kind of slide down or Just misplaced the pass, but a little error there as we are under a minute to go in the half. Here's Small driving. Stopped in his tracks. Combine swarming defensively. They look good on that end of the floor tonight. Here's Small again. Takes a pull-up three. It is good. And he looked at the bench, had something to say. I like it. Maybe not down 20, but I like the nastiness. Here comes Purdy. Little drag screen, little ghost screen almost set for him by Hagedorn. 20 on the shot clock. They're not going to go for the 2-for-1, just going to kind of play it out. Here's Passmore with the basketball. Be interested to see. Obviously, it's only a 19-point game. Terra Prep is more than capable of making a run and making it interesting, but if this game continues to get out of hand, where they're going to be. Purdy on the move triple, launches with confidence, missed it long. Rebound by Terra Prep. They got 15 seconds to work with. Two-step layup. No, that's a force. You probably want to pull that out and hold for one at this point. Now you might be down a little more than 19 heading in. Combine's got 5 to work with. Anderson playing with the basketball. Gives it out to Purdy. He just got to shoot it. Steps in, got it off late. Couldn't get the shot off at the half. It is 50-31. Combine Academy's in front. Came out guns blazing from 3. Kind of teetered off a little bit, but Combine still played a really solid game at both ends of the floor to put themselves in position to go into the half with a 19-point lead. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back with you guys in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Second half about to get underway. You are watching Combine Academy's season opener here on the farm. Miles Mastrocola here on the call on the Hoop State Network. Terra Prep trails Combine Academy 50-31 here in this one. Oh, got him with a tough move, but Bigfoot recovers and grabs the rebound. Here comes Jasheen Felton to that move from Haley. Here comes Bigfoot, no good. That was a tough one. We'll settle things down. Terra Prep kind of in that weird spot where the game is almost out of hand, but not quite. So if you can get on a little run and get this down to 13 or so and feel like you give yourself a chance, as that three is up and no good. Battle for the rebound underneath. And Raquise Passmore calmly brings it up the court as he glides up the floor. Passmore, dead dribble, step back, triple. Couldn't get the roll. Bigfoot is called for over the back. Got to get the spot correct as Terra Prep is going to inbound. Here's Small. See what they can get going here. Minovich down low, and it's a dunk. Way again has been the most impactful player on the floor for Terra Prep, and I don't think it's been all that close. Felton has a double screen set for him. Nice pass down low to Bigfoot. He lays it in with ease. Good read there in the ball screen action for Jasheen Felton, who's had his imprints all over this one for the Goats. Here comes Siminovich. He gives it up to Walter. Walter, jab step, spin move. Gets the baby hook, gets away with it. Floater is up and no good. Rebound, kind of batted around. It's going to go Combine's way as Terra Prep was out of bounds. 6:23 to play. 19-point lead for Combine. Otokondo inbounds here to Felton. Felton has a high screen set for him by Bigfoot. A second one for Otokondo, and a pull-up J for Felton. It's nothing but net. Here comes Small for Terra Prep. He gives it up to Walter. Walter driving, uses a little forearm push, and gets a nice finish after getting away with it. Got to be savvy with it. You can't overextend it too much. There's a level of gamesmanship, especially the higher level you go, that you have to operate with. And Walter did it right there. Here is Passmore. Snatch dribble, trying to get some separation. He does the same thing right back for a pull-up jumper. Missed it way short. Rebound and finish for Bigfoot. Defense chance breaking out on the Combine bench. Mike Wright pulling for his guys to guard with purpose. As Walter goes around the screen, rejected by Bigfoot. He met him at the peak on the layup. They get tangled up. They both fall down. Jones back to Passmore, back to Jones. Square, catch and shoot, no. Battle for the rebound is secured. Here comes Terra Prep. Goes up, waits on Bigfoot, and Passmore comes in late for a foul. We got free throws coming here for Walter. For Terra Prep trying to get it back within 20. Believe running clock is 30. Not sure how they're going to operate with it tonight. It could be a fluid situation. Haven't gotten any word from any of the administration here about the running clock rule yet. See if it even matters. If we even get to 30. Terra Prep's done a good job somewhat hanging around. First one was good. Second one also good for Walter. He makes it a 19-point game as we cross the 5-minute mark. Here comes Jasheen Felton. Felton uses a screen. Felton gives it back. Catch and shoot jumper, Paul Jones out of contact. He'll go to the line for three right here. After that one did not fall. A little too aggressive of a closeout there. First one's good for Paul. Paul Jones, I think he's a 7'5" area kid. I know he played with loaded 7'5" at the start of the spring and then finished in July with Team Curry. Got to see them play in Vegas at the Synergy event. Played a nice role for them as they finished their season in one of the nation's premier events out there in Vegas to end the summer. Always a good trip. And here comes Terra Prep as they trail 21, 4:50 to go. Kick out there for Walter. Walter trying to figure out what to do with it. Combine getting organized defensively in a little zone look. Everyone covering their territory. This is where the length can really play a factor when you have Otakondo and Bigfoot in the basketball game. 3-pointers up, that's the one way you can beat it, but you can't beat it if you miss it. But you can if you get offensive glasses, offensive rebounds. Here comes Felton. Finds Passmore, running the wing. Catch and shoot three, looks short. Rebound going the other way, it's way. Siminovich thinking about it. Almost a turnover as Passmore and Felton get a little tangled up as they both vie for the basketball. 58-37 is the count, 4:16 to play. That was backcourt. They didn't call it, but that was backcourt. I know what backcourt is. That's exactly what it was. Dictionary definition. Little pick and roll, little flip shot up, and no good. Bigfoot, just the tallest man with the longest arms, grabbing the rebound, doing exactly what he needs to do. Felton, little jab step thinking about it, trying to use the change of direction, but he'll retreat and get things all set up. Ball screen from Bigfoot. Felton loses the handle, hustles for it as Passmore swarmed. And he'll reset. They got 7 on the shot clock, though. Passmore driving. Bigfoot had it batted out. They thought there was a foul. That's really, that possession, it didn't go the way they wanted it to initially, as Felton kind of blew a tire, I guess, for lack of a better term. They did call a foul, so Bigfoot will have 2 free throws. But Bigfoot needs to find a way to create more space for Passmore by just moving out of the area, especially as a non-threat from the three-point line. First free throw is up, high arcing, misses short. Rim, backboard rim, and out. See if he can connect on the second one to extend Combine's lead to 22. It is up. That one misses basically the exact same way. Little pressure here extended from the Goats. Here comes Terra Prep. Driving. Ooh. Move in the lane. A lot of traffic, and Bigfoot commits the foul. A lot of whistles here in the third quarter so far. We'll see if there is a little more flow that gets established. Combine has a couple subs at the table ready to check in, and Jan Walker and Chandler Watts. Like we said earlier, a lot of interchangeable, versatile, two-way pieces on this Combine team this year. Going to use the early part of the season to identify roles, establish strengths and weaknesses, and like we said earlier, establish that chemistry that is going to be so important for their success over the course of the season, both in their normal high school slate and their OTE slate of games that will be kicking off here in a few weeks. Timeout is called on the floor. We'll be back with you guys in just a moment when we return from this timeout. And we are back after the timeout. Here comes Jasheen Felton, both teams kind of talking it over on that one. Here is Jayan Walker. Catches Jasheem Felton going downhill, using the defender as a shield to the rim and bullying his way to 2 points. You can tell Felton has put an emphasis on defense. And he showed the strength right there with that finish in traffic. Nice scoop move, no good. He reestablished himself, he's good. That was a great save. Wide open kick out three for Small. His up looks short from here, it is, and we'll go over the backboard. And Combine will be able to get the basketball back. Terra Prep will be able to set their defense after the dead ball. Felton gets the inbound from Otokondo. Here we go. Felton dribbling the ball on his left hand, crosses over right, back left. Driving in, sees the defense, whips it out to Walker. Walker drives in between runner. Nice touch from Jayan Walker. He has been really efficient tonight with his touches, capitalizing on his opportunities. 62-39 as we cross the 2:20 mark here in the third quarter. Down low, Wayway. Kind of caught up a little bit. Might have gotten away with a travel if he shuffled those feet. Small driving. Bigfoot blocks that one. Rebounds battle for. Who's got it? Wayway does. Wayway down low to Small. It looks like Wayway and Bigfoot got tangled up. I'm not really sure what the call is. I know Passmore's back at the table getting ready to check into the ball game. Got the confusion figured out. It's Combine basketball. Jayan Walker going to bring it up. Combine has Felton will probably be the mainstay at point guard, but we're going to see different lineups where we have Keith Passmore running it as Otokondo takes the jumper confidently and knocks it down. Passmore's going to run point. We're going to see Jayan Walker run some point. We might see Paul Jones run some point. There are a lot of different guys, and obviously the two younger guys in Purdy and Anderson, two juniors, they'll have a chance as well. But we'll see what happens throughout the course of Combine and who's running the team. But Felton has done a really nice job tonight. As he gets a breather, we'll see how Walker does in lieu of Jasheem. Otokondo again, little jab step, nice baseline rip. Finds himself in trouble, kicks it out, extra pass, swing, Watts three. No good. Rebound secured by Siminovich. Walter showing the creativity. Nice ball fake. And Walker doesn't like the call. There was some contact, but it is what it is. One of those things. You always think you're the right one, even though sometimes you may not be. It's the nature of the beast. These kids are so competitive and want everything to go their way as they should. As we got free throws coming up for Walter. First one is up, rattles out. 1:02 to play here in the quarter. That one is up and good. Here comes Jayan. He'll give it up to Otokondo, and he'll hand it off to Passmore. Passmore try to get downhill, but he'll give it up. Nice jab step, mid-range jumper. Like I said, if it's a mid-range jumper and it's off the dribble where he can get into a rhythm, it's probably going in. And we've seen that for years now with Jayan. He has got a lot of different tools in his box to work with. And we're seeing a lot of them on display here tonight. 49.7 left, quick time out there. So excited that we just have this season upon us again. We got the Champions Classic in college basketball, Feast Week coming up with all those early season showcases and tournaments going on around the country. Gonna try to hit a college game at least every week this season. Got to see Charleston play Iona in a battle on Monday. I know I'm going to go to the South Carolina-Virginia Tech game on Friday, 9:30 at the Spectrum Center. Excited to see both Coach Mike Young, Coach Lamont Paris trying to establish themselves at their respective spots. Both teams bringing back a lot of talent. Got some good guys out of the portal. Excited to see that one on Friday night, as well as the Carmel Christian Tip-Off Classic, which we should have people tuned in for. No, so Webb, thoughts on the music? I don't know if y'all could see that. I don't know, but I think Webb's just loving this. No? You don't like it? Yeah, so I want it that way and this shows how young I am, I guess. Backstreet Boys? Whichever one of these, whatever the early 2000s boy bands are, I mean, I know the song. I'm a little noodle brain right now for what it's worth, but at the same time, that's not a basketball song. Like, we got to get it figured out. Like, and I'm not even a proponent, like, we got to be playing all rap all the time. I do like that. It does fit basketball, but at the same time, I don't know if that one fits, as the little floater is good from Walter. And the shot clock, it's still on. 27 on the shot clock, 29 on the game clock as it ticks down. There's that DHO set that we saw Combine get a lot of good looks from in the first half. See if the help is as ambitious as it was, because Terra Prep was really trying to, it's not even the gap principle, they were really just over-helping, and it led to a lot of wide-open shots. Passmore has to launch one at the shot clock horn. That's a basket. The ball hit, that's a basket. That's a basket. That should count. Everyone stopped playing when the shot clock buzzer went off. Passmore got the baseline jumper up in time, more than enough time. And it was the shot clock horn. They thought it was the quarter horn. But we'll be back in a minute for the fourth quarter. 68-44, Combine in front after that dunk from Hagerdorn. This is better. This is at least a common arena song. You know? Michaela just texted me and she said, I wish Dave Portnoy commentated every basketball game ever. He said, the spread was a rat spread. FAU should have been 14-point favorites. Loyola is the worst team in their conference. He said that all while broadcasting their game. Yeah. No, he's good. No, 3. I mean, maybe 4 if Colt's 5. But. Here is Combine, start of the fourth. Pull up 3, Passmore looks good from here. It is. I mean, when he's making those shots, you can't. He's just not being guarded one-on-one, unless it's like a special defender. Like it's at this level, it is not happening. And Combine's lead is up to 26. Way is going to go to the line for Terra Prep. 7:27 to play. First one is up and good. Pure release. Trying to get him open. Felton had to get a little extra effort there. 24-point lead for Combine, 7:22 to go here in the fourth. Corner three is up from Watts, and no good. Rebound secured by Weiwei. He gives it up. Now it's back to Walter. He's been the best perimeter player. Strong drive. That is a tough finish. Turn on the burners and show them what you got. Cut it down to 22. Passmore says, I'm going to go right back at you. Scoop lay around the defender. Rakees Passmore just glides. I think he got his hand stepped on. Hopefully he's okay. Doesn't look to be comfortable. He was just trying to get up and I think got his hand stepped on incidentally. Didn't look like it was anything on purpose. Very fast-moving play as Siminovich takes his first and makes it. Is he going to have three? He is. I was so distracted by Passmore getting hurt. You never want to see that. Doesn't look to be anything too crazy, but definitely hurt in some pain right now, giving his boys elbows like it's 2020. Thank you, Webb. 6:50 to play. Timeout called on the floor. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Coming back here for the fourth quarter, some notable stuff around the world of basketball. Victor Wembanyama is making his Madison Square Garden debut tonight. And we see it's just a big deal. Anyone that is aware of the intricacies of the game of basketball and the culture that surrounds it, everyone knows that the Garden is the Mecca. And the Knicks fans are passionate, they're crazy, and they are also the smartest basketball fans in the NBA, and they appreciate talent, whether it's on their team or any other team, better than anybody, except if your name is Trae Young, which is fine. But he is 0 for 5, so hopefully the law of averages kicks in for him as he gets going. Here comes Jasheem Felton. His averages after tonight should be pretty good. With 6:35 to go. Had to reset after a little botched exchange underneath with Bigfoot. But he's good. He'll take his time. 12 on the shot clock. No need to rush. Give it back to Hagedorn. Hagedorn over to Jones. Jones down low. Gets the big fella a touch. He's going to work on the block. Drive in. Kick out. Hagedorn with a great look for three. And it's good. It rattles home. Mason Hagedorn, his first triple of the season for Combine. 75-50 lead. Been a great two-way effort for the Goats. Strong drive underneath, blocked by Bigfoot. I don't know how many points he has. He probably has double-digit rebounds. Lob it up, and Watts just couldn't finish it on the lay-in. And here comes Walter the other way. Walter down low. What a block from Bigfoot. He has been superb at protecting the rim tonight and showing his value to coaches out there, because he has done a great job. He's a true 7-footer. He's got some deficiencies offensively, but he can catch underneath. He can finish at the rim, and he really does an incredible job anchoring a defense, and he's getting better and better, showcasing some of that ability tonight. He's probably flirting with around, 7 to 8 blocks, which is nuts for an opening night game. Looks like Walker's driving in and finishing through the contact. So smooth, so in control. Jay and Walker for 2. Down low, dunked in to Weiwei, no. He slips on the wet spot that he created after he fell on the last play. That wasn't able to get mopped up yet. Nice move from Felton. He'll go in and punch it down. Jasheem Felton froze the defender on the crossover, came down the lane, elevated, hung in the air, and spiked it with the right hand to bring the crowd to its feet. Timeout on the floor, 5:06 to play, and that's the highlight of the night so far. Jasheem Felton. We'll be back in a moment. Here comes Terra Prep out of the timeout. 5 minutes to play, 79-50 the count. Nice crossover there. Kind of got caught up a little bit, but he dragged the foot and traveled. Combine getting after it from a physical standpoint defensively on that possession, creating the turnover. Here's Felton. Right hand dribble. He gives it up to Jones. Jones over to Walker. Slipped through his hands. Basketball could have been wet, but regardless, that's an unforced error for Combine. Up 29 in the fourth. You live with those at this point, especially with the way Walker's played. He has been the epitome of efficient. And that's a deep step-in 3 from Seminovic. He's fouled as Jones just didn't really give him enough room to land. Looks like Walter's hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Looks to be in some pain. I think Jasheem Felton just pointed to the ref and said, I think he's hurt. That one's up and good. Seminovic, it's the second time he's been fouled on a 3-point attempt tonight. And there's a deficit to 28. CJ Purdy's going to come into the game. I would go out on a limb and assume Marquise Passmore's night is done, and now I would assume Jasheem Felton's night is done. Marquise, probably missed a couple minutes of action that he would have had with the hand injury, and I'll talk to him after the game, see his status for tomorrow. Felton had a great start to his senior campaign tonight. Excited to see what his box score looks like at the end of this one. He did everything his team needed him to do tonight as Walker catch and shoot 3 off the feed from Paul Jones. Hagedorn launches a deep one. No good. Back rim off the feed from Purdy. And now Small has it for Terra Prep. He's being hounded full court by Jay and Walker. Walker doing a great job. Great contest on Small. And Bigfoot gets another rebound. He's been productive in his minutes tonight as Jones hits his man with a double cross, trying to get it down low to Bigfoot. Confident jump hook. Couldn't get the roll. That's exactly what he has to do, though. Just raise up with confidence. You're going to be able to get it over more defenders than not. And that back foot dragged. Oh, looks like Marquise is going to come back in. That's a good sign. And Odakondo is going to come in as well, give Walker a break. And Hagerdorn is going to come out as well. Marquise kind of still clenching that right hand. Just trying to kind of figure it out. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy, just a stinger or a bruise or something like that. Especially on that shooting hand, especially the way he shot the ball so far here. Passmore, another three. Rattled in and out. Release looked good. It just about fell. So that's a nice little way to alleviate some concern there if you're Mike Wright or his teammates or anybody that's rooting for the Goats here tonight. Semenovic, driving kick. Corner three is up and good. Confident shot right there from Cock. And Bigfoot just had one of those 2K glitches where you're inbounding the ball and it goes off the back of the backboard and it's a turnover. He just did that in real life, unfortunately. But when you play the way he did today, you can alleviate some of the issues with that. But that, it is what it is. And he's going to come out of the game. And he earned his keep tonight with the way that he defended the rim. Walter, turn, jump hook, nice finish. Good touch with the left hand as we cross the 3-minute mark. 79-58 to count. Felton got away with a little hook. Euro, a lot of contact. And a blocking foul is called on Wayway. Going to wipe up the spot and inbound, continue the ball game. 2:49 to play.
Yeah, Matt. Good job, Matt.
I haven't seen Diallo tonight. He's got a brace on his knee. I'd imagine that's why. Yeah, so probably precautionary. I'm sure if it was a big game, he'd give it a go, but God, that's another great piece to add into the fold for this team as they get into the thick of the schedule. You have to think, like, Combine has done this tonight without their two best sophomores, two of probably the 4 or 5 North Carolina, definitely top 10. You could make the case for higher. In a loaded 2026 North Carolina recruiting class that has a lot of special talent in it. Purdy, three, missed it right. Rebound secured by Semenovic. He'll give it up to Walters. Walters driving, kicking. Three-pointer up from Small, missed it short, way short. Rebound, Semenovic just fell right into his lap, and he gets an easy 2:12 to go. And here's Paul Jones. Kick out three, up, good. Paul Jones again, and a timeout is called. Mike Wright called it before the inbound. Depth guys about how he probably wants them to finish this game. 1:51 to play. We'll be back with you for the closing moments of this one. Just a few moments here. And we are back for the remainder of this one. Passmore, Otokondo, Felton in the game. Mike keeping his horses out there till the bitter end. Travel is called on Terra Prep. Otokondo is going to inbound it. Gives it up to Passmore. Passmore, nice finish with the right hand. Just blowing by the initial defender, getting into the teeth of the defense and elevating for 2 off the glass. 70 seconds to play here. Combine's up by 24. Down low, double coming. They kick it out. Walters launches a 3, missed it short, knew it. Chased his own shot, scoop finish on the follow. It's down to a 22-point game. Paul Jones bringing it up. He gives it up to Passmore. Passmore, baseline drive, wanted to, put his defender in the rim on just some casual type stuff, but wasn't able to do so as the foul was called a little early. Classic Raquise Passmore. Quick first step, strong rip, take off, eyeballs at the rim off 1 foot. Did not get to see it yet tonight. We got about 50 seconds left. I don't know if we will, as Jones misses a 3 there. Felt like he hadn't missed one all night. Small, little in and out cross. Puts his body into Felton. Flip shot is up, no good. Tip in, rebound, no good. It's a battle for it. Passmore corrals it. 30 seconds left. A little bit ahead of the shot clock. Gives it up. Purdy, catch and shoot 3 in rhythm. Why not? There you go. CJ Purdy showing the touch from the perimeter. Can really shoot it, especially when that's wide open like that. Simonovic has it. 22 seconds to go. Paul Jones picking up full court, continuing to apply pressure. Down low to Purdy. He goes up and dunks it in off vert, showing some of the athleticism. That looked easy for him. That's great to see. He was not making a play like that last year. Little flip shots, no good. Walter follow is good for Small, and that is going to do it. Combine Academy gets a season opening win, 89-64 over Terra Prep. And we appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to join us back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock, not 7:30, 7 o'clock, as Combine Academy will be taking on Gaston Christian of the NCISAA. They're a state title contender in their division. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Miles Mastrocola, and you guys just watched Combine Academy on the Hoop State Network.